disorders developed by adolescents. They develop distorted images and perceptions of how they are supposed to look, or rather how society says what they should look like. The ideal body type portrayed in the media about men and women can affect an adolescent's self-esteem and self-worth. This leads to the development of eating disorders such as anorexia, bulimia, and binging or purging. The ideal body type portrayed by advertising is naturally possessed by only 5% of American females. An example of the media outlet for eating disorders are Phil, Anna, and Sylvia blogs, or fiction. They provide support for people with these disorders and share their accomplishments and failures. They cope with the disapproval of others, with people who decide to live lifestyles like the eat. 50% of people with eating disorders meet criteria for depression. 1 in 10 men and women with eating disorders receive treatment, and about a third of those people are treated for specialized disorders. In regards to students, 95% of people who have eating disorders are aged 12 to 25. Eating disorders have the highest mortality rate of any mental illness, and anorexia is the third most common chronic illness among adolescents. The mortality rate associated with anorexia nervosa is 12 times higher than that of all causes of death for females 16 to 24 years old. Over one-half of teenage girls and nearly one-third of teenage boys use unhealthy weight control. 10 to 50% of people with anorexia or bulimia are male, and they are less likely to seek treatment because of gender stereotypes portrayed by the media and society. 47% of girls in 5th through 12th grade wanted to lose weight because of magazine pictures, while 52% of them said that magazine pictures influenced their idea of a perfect body. Eating disorders are also developed by athletes and the way that they want to be perceived according to the media. The media has conveyed different perspectives on depression and how they affect adolescents. It can either be positive or negative. On the positive side, they portray how depression is an actual illness and how people should not be ashamed to go seek out help about their depression. On the negative side, though, depression is sort of glamorized in some blogs, pictures, submit to the court, cutting depression, suicide, self-hate, and self-esteem. Depression is the most common mental health disorder in the U.S. among teenagers and adults. 8.3% of teens suffer from depression for at least a year at a time, compared to about 5.3% of the general population. 15% of teens with depression eventually develop bipolar disorder. Teenage girls are more likely to report suffering from depression than teenage boys because of how the media and society has portrayed genders to act like. Teenage depression affects adolescents regardless of their gender, social background, socioeconomic status, race, school status, or achievement. Such media outlets help them to either seek help in a positive way or continue self-hate, self-abuse, suicidal thoughts, and depression bouts. The media plays a great role in gender stereotypes and how adolescents begin to identify with a certain gender. Gender ideals are taken from media icons. Many magazines and movies appeal to the male gender though. Even magazines written for girls are greatly influenced by their acceptance of the opposite gender. For example, articles written on how a girl's physical appearance should look like are generally written to be more appealing to the opposite sex, therefore a male. Articles on how to behave in a likable manner to win over a man are usually written in a perspective that men find more appealing. Sexuality is greatly emphasized in the media, especially for heterosexual couples. The way they are supposed to act and be like are greatly influenced by the media, either positively or negatively. Same-sex couples are not much portrayed until recently. The media has educated people about same-sex couples as well, which they stereotypes have been developed for same-sex couples as well, though. The media has definitely helped adolescents connect with others. They can look up youth subcultures, which are usually associated with similar music interests that they have, or ideas and opinions. Social networks such as Facebook and Twitter help them socialize with their current friends or develop new friendships as well. The media helps adolescents broaden their mind as well. They explore new subjects, cultures, ideas, and opinions. Sometimes they're exposed to not so positive opinions though, and they may seek a liking to them, which might be a negative aspect of the media. Many media outlets such as music, movies, and television are used as coping methods as well. Adolescents experience severe emotions at times and do not know how to express them. So they listen to music or watch movies or television to just numb the emotions, which is not a positive way in doing that, or they just listen to music and movies and television to look up situations in which they could relate to. Many of these outlets have mixed reviews though. For example, hip hop is considered a nuisance and a bad example to adolescents, although there are some groups out there that do have positive lyrics and influence many adolescents in a very good way. Music can have various messages. Many promote violence or just refer to it. For example, many heavy metal bands. But at the same time, there are many other bands that portray better messages and just write about similar feelings that adolescents experience, and that is why they use music or movies and television as an outlet. The media has made it possible for adolescents to access the world news, topics, and other events in diverse forms and in a more rapid manner. They can learn about the politics of their country, the politics of the world, and even topics not very appealing to the public, such as extreme abuse and what they are currently up to. Media bases have also helped adolescents look up more trivial items such as and anything that follows their interest, which also further helps them form their identity. Lastly, the media is just used as basic entertainment by adolescents. They view it as a leisurely activity. They use media outlets such as TV, music, and movies as a way of diverting themselves from their own lives. It is looked upon mainly for fun, amusement, recreation, and just to pass the time. This also influences their identity formation because of constant so adolescents and movies and other forms of media as entertainment still influences who they are, regardless if they know it or not. Overall, the media can be a great asset to adolescents and major setback in their development. The way they form their ideas, create their self-image, identify with others, behave, think, act, cope, and plenty of other factors are influenced by the media one way or another. The extent to how it influences the adolescent, how much it influences him or her, depends on the individual. So media can have pretty negative effects, but it can also have really positive effects as well. It all just depends on the person and how they decide to use the knowledge